What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to show you guys my Challenge of the Elders rewards from last week on all three of my characters. So sorry about the video being a little bit delayed, but I still wanted to show you guys some of the rewards that I got from Challenge of the Elders last week. So before I get into my rewards, I want to give you guys some of my thoughts on Challenge of the Elders. I think Challenge of the Elders is better than the original Prison of Elders from House of Wolves. I like it a lot more this time around. It's a lot more fun, it's a lot more rewarding, and it's a lot faster to complete as well. So this one is only 3 rounds. The previous one was 5 rounds, and this one is all boss fights this time. So 3 rounds of boss fights. The previous one was 5 rounds, and there was not a boss fight up until the final round. So I thought that was kind of boring. The beginning rounds was just fighting enemies, fighting waves, and doing some objectives along the way. And I think that was kind of tedious. I like the boss fights. It makes it a lot more interesting. It gives you an objective, a task to complete, and an enemy to defeat. And it's a lot more fun in my opinion. And also the modifiers and the new scoring system makes it a lot more fun as well. It also changes up the way that we play week to week depending on what modifiers are active and what bonus points that we can acquire. So this week was precision kills, give you more points on your scorecard, and small arms was also a modifier. So precision kills with your primary was really ideal in this past week's one. It was actually really easy to complete as well, and the rewards you can get from it is pretty rewarding, and it's not too difficult as well. Last week's one wasn't very difficult. This week's one looks a little bit more difficult, but still manageable. So that's what I like about Challenge of the Elders. I think this is definitely a way better version than the original Prison of Elders. So I find it fun, I find it more rewarding, and it's also quicker to get done. You don't have to spend a lot of time investing like you did in the previous Prison of Elders back in House of Wolves. So that's my thoughts on it, and let's get into my rewards from last week. So starting off with my first character on my Warlock, for my Elder Weapon drop, we ended up getting ourselves a Bane of the Taken machine gun. And this one came in at the attack value of 328. And I was 322 at the time, so that came in at 6 light levels higher than what I was. The perks on it were Feeding Frenzy and Perfect Balance or Counterbalance. So that was pretty good. It also had like Brace Frame down the middle and stuff like that. So really solid perks on the machine gun. I plan on keeping it and trying it out because it looks pretty solid. But yeah, that was my first weapon drop of the week. And then for my armor drop on my Warlock, we ended up getting ourselves the Keeper's Mind helmet for the Warlock, the Prison of Elders or Challenge of the Elders helmet, and this one came in at 329 defense, and I was 323 at the time of opening it. So again, 6 levels higher than what I was, and I ended up infusing this one into one of my other helmets that I use more often. So that was pretty good. Another increase in my light. And then moving on to my Titan on my weapon and armor drop. First for my weapon, we ended up getting ourselves a fusion rifle. We got the Tachyon Rage fusion rifle, and this one came in at 327, 5 levels higher than what I was. I was 322 when I opened it. It had Last Resort and Army of One on it. Not really a big fan of that fusion rifle, so I ended up infusing it into something else. And for my armor piece, we ended up getting ourselves a chest piece. So we got the Curious of the Witness chest piece, and this one came in at 326. So not as good, only 4 levels higher this time. Discipline and Strength, Void Armor, Sniper Ammo, Hand Cannon Ammo, and I think I ended up infusing that one into something else as well. So at least I gained some levels on those a little bit, but we're still grinding out our characters, getting some light slowly. And then finally, for my last character on my Hunter, we ended up getting ourselves, for the weapon, we got the Her Revenge hand cannon, so a primary weapon, and it came in at 330 attack, so pretty cool, one of my first 330 weapons, and I was 325 when I opened it, so 5 levels higher. And this hand cannon looks pretty similar to the Water Star, the Trials one. The perks on it were not the greatest. It had triple tap and life support on it, so not super good perks. But maybe I'll try it out, or maybe I'll just use it for infusion. And then for the armor piece, we got a Warden Sight helmet. So another helmet once again. And this one came in at 330 with Intellect and Discipline. So that was pretty good right there. So a little bit of an increase. on my armor, on my helmet specifically on that one. So that was pretty good. And then also I did get a couple exotics from my runs on Challenge of the Elders. I ended up getting a Lord of Wolves that you guys can see there. I didn't really focus in on it, but I got a Lord of Wolves shotgun, and it came in at 328, and then I also got the Queenbreaker's bow at 328 as well. So that was pretty cool. I got some exotics as well out of that. But that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for my trials rewards later on this week. I'm going to edit that video and then I'll upload it soon. So we got some pretty good stuff from the Lighthouse this past weekend. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys once again, and peace!